Hi, I'm Tally Jacobet. I've been coming to local church for around 4 years, and I want to tell God's story about how He helped me bring my coworkers to Jesus.
Ryan and I grew up in churches when we were younger. About 2 decades ago, we both walked away from the church, tried to continue our relationship with God, still believed in God. We was trying to figure out how to have our own relationship with God in our own way without the church.
So right after Memorial Day, I was scrolling through Facebook, sitting in my kitchen, and I ran across a post from Raven, and she was going through a really hard situation, similar to one that I had went through. And I commented on there, and I told her how sorry I was that she was having to go through that, and that I would be praying for her. And I set my phone down and I prayed for Jesus to come and comfort her, heal her heartache, and to show her who He was and to draw her close to Him.
Raven and I went through some really traumatic experiences together, back to back, at the beginning of this year, and we really needed to find our faith in God again.
During our hard times, Ryan and I experienced 2 miscarriages. It broke me mentally and physically. I was struggling to find my faith in God. I looked at my husband and told him I wanted to go to our church again and find my faith. I remember reaching out to Tally. Her messaged me 4 years ago about a church that she attended, and I kept ignoring those messages. I finally reached out to her, and she told me that she was praying for me.
So about 10 minutes later, I got an inbox from Raven, which was amazing. And she was wanting to know about what church I went to, and I told her all about local church, about our history, about how it's a come as you are. Everybody's accepted there, no matter how broken or what you've been through. We met at the coffee house the next day in Caldwell, and I gave her a copy of the story and a Bible, and I shared my testimony with her about the things that I went through, how I ran from God and how I came to Christ. I shared the gospel with her in a pretty simple way that she seemed to really understand. And I invited her to come to church on Sunday, and she said that her and her husband would be there, and I told her she would probably see me there.
When I met with Tally at the coffee shop, I was in a very, very dark place. Tally started reading me Bible verses and telling me her story, how she started getting involved in the church. After learning what she went through and her experiences and her relationship in God, I knew that I needed the same thing.
So on Sunday, on Youth Takeover Sunday, Raven and Ryan came to church, and I met with them there, and we were sitting up front, and they really enjoyed it. And toward the end, when the salvation prayer was given, I kind of peeked, and I saw them both raise their hand and give their lives to Christ that day.
Our first Sunday here was during Youth Takeover, and that's when, we both felt right. We felt like it was the right place to be at the exact right time.
At the end of services, we prayed and were invited to meet Christ, accept Christ into our lives.
So this summer, it's been so exciting to watch them. They truly grabbed a hold of Jesus, and I've seen that Jesus transform their life and give them so much joy, and I've seen the joy in their children as well. It's been so honoring for me to watch. I'm so glad that I could be God's vessel in their story.
We are excited to get baptized today and publicly profess our love for Jesus.